Hello again and welcome back. Yes, it's good to see you. Welcome to a new class. Today, class number 153. I have to look because I'm starting to forget. We're progressing through so many classes that I'm losing the notion of time and I'm losing the notion of what class we're doing today. Class 153. Not bad. This means that we have only about 47, I can't remember, classes left, which means that we're making progress, which means that we're progressing, which means that we're advancing, which means that we're moving forward, not backward. However, as usual, we take 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It's absolutely essential. It's absolutely essential to consolidate every step along the way. If you don't review, you forget. So it's necessary to review. All right, shall we start? We're going to start by taking 1 step back. But after we take that 1 step back, we will take 2 steps forward. That I can guarantee you. So let's start. Camera number 1, please. Okay, my father was born in 1923, and he died in 2007. So he lived for, how old was he when he died? Well, if he was born in 1923 and he died in 2007, that means he was 84 years old when he died. Joan of Arc, the hero, the heroine in France, Juana de Arco, Joan of Arc, was born in 1412, I think. And she died in 1431, which means she was 18 or 19 years old when she died. Yes. My grandfather was born in 1890, and he died in 1961. Which means that he was 71 years old when he died. Me, I was born in 1951, in November 1951. And my grandfather died in August 1961. Now that means I was 9 years old when my grandfather died. I was 9 years old when my grandfather died. Now, I was born in 1951, in November. My sister was born in 1948, in October. That means that she was 3 years old when I was born. That means that she was 3 years old and 1 month when I was born. My mother was born in 1921, and my father was born in 1923. That means that when they got married, my father was 2 years younger than my mother. Really, he was 1.5 years younger. Okay. Now, my mother was born in December 1921. I was born in November 1951. So, we can conclude, so that means that my mother was 29 when I was born. My mother was 29 years old when I was born. My mother was about to turn 30. She was about to turn 30. I was born on November 9th. She was born on December 9th, which means she was 1 month away, 1 month away from turning 30 when I was born. I was almost a birthday present for my mother, okay? To turn. You say cumplir. Voy a cumplir 30 años. I'm going to turn 30. I'm going to have my 30th birthday. I'm going to turn 30, to turn 30. Okay? So, now my father was born in July 1923, and I was born in November 1951. So that means he was 28 when I was born. My mother was 29 and my father was 28. Okay, when I was born. There's a 1.5 years difference between my father and my mother. Now, my grandfather was born in 1890, and I was born in 1951. So my grandfather was 60 or 61 years old when I was born. He was 61 when I was born. All right. Now, I came to Spain in 1972 the first time. I came here in 1972 in July. Now, I was born in 1951. So, if I was born in November 1951 and I came here for the first time in July 1972, that means, con ese al final, tercera persona singular, that means I was 20 when I came here. I turned 21 in the first months I was here. I came here in July, and I turned 21 in November, which means that I turned 21 4 months after coming here, or 4 months after getting here, or 4 months after arriving in Spain. I turned 21 while I was living here, okay? And I came back here permanently 2 years later in 1974. I came back permanently in July 1974. And if you remember, I was born in November 1951. So that means I was 22 when I came back permanently. And I started teaching English in August 1974, which means I was 22 years old when I started teaching English. I formed my company. I started my company in 1977, in February 1977. I was born in November 1951, so I was 25. So, por lo tanto, I was 25 years old when I started my company. I got married at the end of 1977. I got married in December 1977. So, if I was born in November 1951, that means I was 26. It means I had just turned 26 the month before when I got married. Now, I met my wife for the first time. I met my wife in November, but I remember perfectly, November the 3rd. Normally, men don't remember. Women remember these things. Men don't, but I remember this. I met my wife on November 3rd, 1975. So I was 24 when I met my wife. I was a lucky man. I'll be back in just a few minutes to continue.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kyle, as you probably know, and I'm here today with Luca. Luca, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. It's been a while. It has been a while.
Yes.
Since we've filmed a program together, Luca. It's good to see you again.
Thank you.
Okay. Today, Luca, we're going to review and we're going to talk about years and dates and ages.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'll try.
So so we're going to practice the structure in his early 30s. My brother is 31. He's in his early 30s. Right? In his early 30s. Okay. My uncle is 59. So he's in his, how do you say that?
59, in his late 50s?
He's in his late 50s. And my cousin is 55. So he is in his?
Mid-50s?
Mid-50s, exactly. Will Smith is 41 years old, Luca.
He is in his... ¿Cómo era?
Early
40s.
Will Smith is in his early 40s, right? So at home, Will Smith is in his early 40s. His early 40s.
Okay.
Right? Tom Cruise is 47.
He's in his late 40s.
His late 40s. Yeah. Late or maybe mid, late, okay. Late 40s. Okay. How old is Maradona? Do you know?
No, I don't have any idea.
He's 51. Maradona, 51 years old. So what can you say?
He's in his early 50s.
In his early 50s. Oh, sorry, I'm wrong. No, he's 50. Madonna's 51.
Okay.
So she's in
Her early 50s.
She's in her early 50s, that's right. What about Adolfo Suarez? Sorry, Suarez. How old is he?
I don't know.
Your first Democratic president, how old is he?
50 years.
He's 78.
Bueno.
78. Adolfo, 78. So what can you say? He's in his?
Late 70s.
He's in his late 70s, yes. Bruce Springsteen is, do you know how old?
No, I don't know.
How can you say he's más o menos? What do you say?
More or less? You don't say that.
You can say that more or less, but it's more common in English to say he's about. Or around 50. In fact, he's 51. So at home, you can say he's in his early 50s.
Okay.
Bruce Springsteen, he's in his early 50s. Ask me how old the Prime Minister of Canada is.
How old is the Prime Minister of Canada?
He's 51. He's 51. So you can say he's in his
early 50s.
early 50s. And Obama is 49.
49. He's in his late 40s.
He's in his late 40s, yes. And then someone in their mid, let's say, well, my uncle is 55. He is in his?
He's in his mid 50s.
He's in his mid 50s. All right. Now we're going to test your mathematical abilities, Luca. Are you ready?
I'm not.
She is not ready. Are you ready at home? I hope so. I hope you're more prepared than Luca. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Cervantes. Cervantes was born in 1547 and he died in 1616. So my question is, Luca, how old was he when he died?
Cervantes was 68 when he died.
He was 68 when he died. Very good. You're good at math. Well done. Goya. Now, Goya, he has the metro stop named after him, right? Because he's very famous. Goya died, he was born in 1746, and he died in 1828. So how old was Goya when he died? That's my question. 1746 to 1828. Goya was?
Goya was 82
82.
when he died.
He was 82 when he died. How old was Michael Jackson when he died? Do you know?
No.
Well, he died last year, right? And Michael Jackson was born in 1958. 58. And he died last year.
So he was 50?
He was 50. He was 50. Yeah.
You say 50 years old.
He was 50. He was 50 years old. Michael Jackson was 50 years old. He was 50. He was 50. He was 50 years old. What we can't say is he was 50 years. No. He was 50 years old, or he was 50.
Okay.
Okay. Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein was born in 1879 and died in 1955. So how old was he when he died?
He was 76
Nice.
Years old
You're
when
very
he died.
Well done, well done. Yes, Albert Einstein was 76 when he died. Okay, Johnny Cash was born in 1932 and he died in 2003. He was, I'm going to give you the answer, he was 71 years old when he died. Thank you very much, Luca.
Thank you.
Good job. And good job at home. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, we're back together. Allow me to introduce myself. Allow me to introduce myself. Let me introduce myself. Let me, allow me, permit me. Let's look at these three verbs, but especially today, perhaps we'll look at the verb to allow a bit more. But let's do it on camera number one. So, shall we? All right. Let me say something first. Allow me to say something first. Permitir is to let, to allow, and to permit. Now, the most common is let. Always. 95% of the time we say to let. If you go to the playground, if you go to a primary school, and you go to the playground and listen to the kids playing and talking, you'll hear the verb let. You'll never hear allow or permit. In fact, people usually don't use it. However, it's a bit more formal. Mick Jagger, in one of his famous songs about the devil, well, the Rolling Stones, allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and fame. Yeah, talking about the devil. Okay, but let me. I would like to take all of these 19 pencils out of the pencil holder. Allow me to take the pencils out, or let me. I can do it with your permission, but only with your permission. If you don't give me permission, I can't take any of these pencils out of the holder. Allow me to start now, or let me start. Se usa mucho más let me start. Now, I would like to take a pink pencil out. Do you mind? Can you let me? Will you let me take a pink pencil out? Come on, please. Come on, let me take a pink pencil out first, please. Allow me to take a pink pencil out. Now, allow me to take. Let me take. With let, we don't say to. Let me go. Let me see. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Literally is let us go. No decimos let's to go, ya lo sabéis. Let's go. Déjame ver, let me see, let me see, let me see. Allow me to see. All right? Now we use allow a lot in the passive voice. You're not allowed to come into this studio. This studio is only for me and for Maria. We have a special pass. I don't wear it on television. It's in my pocket. That gives me permission to come into this television studio. You are not allowed, you're not, contracción you are, you're not allowed to come into this studio. Only authorized personnel. And the authorized personnel in this case are Maria and myself. We are allowed to come in here. But if you would like to take pencils out of this pencil holder, I'll let you. Yeah, no problem. But you're not allowed to come into this room. Now, did you give me permission to take a pencil out? I can't remember. Will you let, can I take a pencil out? Come on, let me take a pink one out, okay? Great, thanks. See, this one. Can I put it on the table? Can I? Can I put it on the table or not? Come on, let me put it on the table. Good, thanks. Now, I'd like to take a yellow pencil out if you don't mind. Will you let me take another one out? Come on, let me. Come on, let me take another one out. If you let me take another pencil out, I'll allow you to come into the studio. Okay? You're not allowed to come into the studio. In fact, you're not allowed to come to this entire building. This building is off limits. It's restricted only to authorized personnel because this building contains a lot of valuable equipment and there are a lot of secrets floating around this building. There's a lot of classified information. So you're not allowed access to this building, and especially to this room. This room is very special. It's only for teaching English. And so you are not allowed to come into this room. But if I give you permission, if I get permission from the security guards to allow you to come in, I'll let you take a pencil out of this pencil holder if you want. But before you do it, I was asking you, can I take there's one yellow pencil. Can you see it? Can you see the yellow pencil? Can I take it out? Come on. Can I take it out? Come on, let me take the yellow one out. Please? Thank you. Yeah, Maria, he let me. Me han dejado. They let me take it out. Can I take it out, Maria? Maria lets me take it out too, yeah. Can I put it on the table? Come on, let me put it on the table, please. Will you let me? Thank you. All right. Listen, this pencil holder is a bit heavy. Do you mind if I put it back on the table? Will you let me put it back on the table? Come on, let me put it back. Thank you. All right, look. Now I would like to take off my watch. This watch is a bit tight. It's tight on my wrist and it's not very comfortable. Do you mind if I take it off? Will you let me take it off? Maria doesn't like me to take off my clothes in class, especially, and so she says, not even your watch, ni siquiera el reloj. Well, fine. But Maria's not my boss. My students are my boss. So will you let me take off my watch? Will you allow me? Formalicemos esto un poco más. Excuse me, sí, usted. Yes, you. Excuse me, sir. Will you allow me to take off my watch right now? Can I take it off? Will you let me take it off? Thank you. Okay, I'm taking off my watch. I'm taking off my watch. I'm taking it off. I'm taking it off slowly. I'm not taking it off quickly. I'm taking it off. Now it's off. I'm holding it up in front of you. Can you see it? This is my watch. It belongs to me. And I'm going to put it back on in just a second. But I can't put it back on without your permission and Maria's permission. First, you have to allow me to put it back on. You have to allow me to put it back on. And then Maria has to let me put it back on. Fijaos, cuando allow he dicho to, you have to allow me to put it back on. She has to let me put it back on. I'll start with Maria. Maria, can I put it back on? 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 Excuse me. Yes. Can I put it back on? Will you let me? Come on, will you let me? Come on, let me. Let me put it back on, please. Let me put it back on. I need to stop in a few seconds for the station break. Our sponsors want to say something, and I want to put my watch back on before we take a break. Come on, let me put it back on now, please. Thank you. Okay. I'm putting my watch back on. I'm putting it back on. I'm putting it back on. A few seconds ago, I took it off. And then a few seconds ago, I put it back on. First, I took it off, and then I put it back on. And I took it off because you let me take it off, and I put it back on because you let me put it back on. Thank you. Now our sponsors, I think, have something to say. All right, welcome back. We have 1 minute. We have only 1 minute left, and then I have to pass this program to another teacher. But let's take advantage of the minute. I simply want to introduce myself. So allow me to introduce myself. My name is Richard Vaughn. Second, allow me to tell you what I do for a living. I teach. Yes. And allow me to tell you what my opinion is of your English, if you don't mind. My opinion of your English is that it still needs some improvement, and that you're at a level in which maybe you can get by, but your level is not attractive enough for future employers. And if you can make substantial improvement in your current level of English, you will notice a big difference when you look for a good job. And your future recruiters will notice that too. Remember that. But I'll tell you more. I'll save the sermon for the end. I'll be right back.
Hello everyone, I'm Natasha, your teacher, and today in this intermediate class I'm here with Annette. How are you, Annette?
Fine, thank you.
Yes? How was your day today?
Fine.
Fine? What did you do to improve your English today?
I heard the radio.
I listened
to the radio.
Okay, where?
I listened to the radio in my car.
In my car. Okay, on your way here?
On my way here.
Okay, very good. Okay, on her way here. When she was coming to class, she decided to refresh her English by putting the radio on. Okay, so very good. Okay. All right, as you know, today we're going to see the new grammar point is going to be to allow. Let's ask Annette what allow means.
Permitir.
Very good. Okay, what other verb means permitir? In English.
To let.
Very good, let's, okay? Let is a bit more common than allow, okay? Allow is a bit more formal, maybe, okay? But it is very, very important, okay? So we have to see both verbs. Today we're going to see allow, and then in the future you're going to see let, okay? All right, the main difference between allow and let is to, the preposition to, okay? Mucho cuidado. Allow va con to, pero let no va con to, okay? All right, remember before we start this exercise that you have to answer all the questions and translate all the sentences in English and out loud. Very, very important, okay? Remember, it's the only way to learn a language, by speaking it, okay? Do you agree?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
okay.
agree.
The first sentence, okay, is él me permitió que me fuera.
He allowed me to leave.
Okay, to leave or to go, either one, okay? He allowed me to leave or he allowed me to go. The next one is for you, Annette, as well, okay? No me permitieron que me fuera.
They didn't allow me to leave
Yeah, or to go,
or to
either
go
one.
away.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't allow me to leave or they didn't allow me to go, either one, okay? The next one is for you at home. ¿Me permitirás que traiga un amigo? ¿Me permitirás que traiga un amigo? Very good. Will you allow me to bring a friend? Will you allow me to bring a friend? Okay, so will you allow me to bring a friend? Be careful. With allow, we use to. But remember, in future classes that with let, we don't. Okay? You ready for the next one? No me permitieron que vaya al parque.
They didn't allow me to go to the park.
Very good. They didn't allow me to go to the park. Okay? The next one is for you at home. Ella me permitió que llamara un taxi. Ella me permitió que llamara un taxi. Very good. She allowed me to call a taxi. She allowed me to call a taxi. Okay, the next one. You ready? Are you excited about the verb allow?
Yes,
Yes,
I
it's a
am.
very exciting verb. ¿Te permitirá que uses una calculadora? She, for example.
Is she going? No.
No. Will, yeah.
Will she allow you to use a calculator?
Perfect. One more time.
Will she allow you to use a calculator?
Perfect. Okay, the next one is for you as well, okay? No permitieron que traigamos animales.
They didn't allow us to bring animals.
Very, very good. They didn't allow us to bring animals, okay? Que traigamos, to bring. They didn't allow us to bring animals. The next one is for you at home. Él nos permitió que fumáramos dentro. Él nos permitió que fumáramos dentro. Very good. He allowed us to smoke inside. He allowed us to smoke inside. Okay, the next one is for Annette. Are you ready? La madre no permitió a sus hijos que jugaran en la calle.
The mother didn't allow their children.
Her children.
The mother didn't allow her children to play in the street.
In the street, exactly. Perfect preposition, okay? The mother didn't allow her children to play in the street. One more time.
The mother didn't allow their children to play.
Her children.
The mother didn't allow her children to play in the street.
Very good, okay? Obviously, you would say, it's on blah, blah, blah street, okay? My house is on, I don't know, Castellana, on the Castellana, for example. In that case, it's on, but to play in the street, okay? The next one is for you as well, okay? No permití que se burlara de nosotros.
I didn't allow him to...
How is burlar? Burlarse de alguien.
Oh.
To make fun of, okay? To make fun of, okay? So one more time.
I didn't allow him to make fun of us.
Very good. I didn't allow him to make fun of us, okay? Because this is tricky, I want you to repeat at home. Very good. I didn't allow him to make fun of us. Okay, the next one is for you, okay? At home. Él permitió que condujera su coche. Very good. He allowed me to drive his car. He allowed me to drive his car. Okay, very good. Are you ready for the next one?
Yes, I am.
This is getting easier and easier, isn't it? Allow is a piece of cake. No worries here, okay? ¿Ella permitirá que mandemos las respuestas por email?
Will she allow us to send
Okay.
the letters
By email? Okay, it's a possibility. You can say, I sent it by email. But what's an easier way and more common way?
Emailed.
Exactly. Email like the verb, okay, as the verb. Okay, so will she allow us to email the answers? Okay, one more
Will
time.
she allow us to email the answer?
Very good. The answers.
The answers?
Very good. And if I said to you, ella permitirá que mandemos las respuestas por fax, what would the sentence?
Will she allow us to send,
Okay, again.
to fax
Very good.
the emails,
The answers.
to fax the answers?
Very good, okay? So in Spanish you say mandarlo por email o mandarlo por fax, pero en inglés lo simplificamos y directamente lo transformamos en un verbo, okay? Will she allow us to fax the answers? Will she allow us to email the answers? Okay, the next one is for you at home, okay? Permitiste que, no, in affirmative, permitiste que él te organizara el viaje. Permitiste que él te organizara el viaje. Very good. You allowed him to organize your trip. You allowed him to organize your trip. What's a very common mistake? Instead of trip, viaje, what do some people say?
Voyage.
Or travel.
Travel,
Okay.
yeah.
Travel is the verb. Be careful. Okay. It's not the noun. Okay. Viaje is trip. Okay. So can you repeat?
Trip.
No, the whole thing. Do you want me to repeat?
Will, yes, please.
Permitiste que él te organizara el viaje.
You allowed him to organize his trip.
Your trip.
You allowed him to organize my trip.
Or your. Okay, doesn't matter. You allowed him to organize your trip, okay? Doesn't matter. Okay, the next one. No me permitió que le mintiera.
He didn't allow me to lie.
To him.
He didn't allow to lie to him.
He didn't allow me to lie to him.
He didn't allow to me. He didn't allow me to lie to him.
Very good, okay? She got muddled up, but it was perfect, okay? She didn't allow me, or he didn't allow me to lie to him. I got muddled up too, okay? The next one for you at home. ¿Le permitiste que lo entregara tarde? Very good. Did you allow him to hand it in late? Very good. Thank you very much. We have to go very quickly, but keep on studying, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
All right, welcome back. Are you ready? Translation list. Ah, my favorite part. Yeah, this is my favorite part. I don't know if it's your favorite part, but that doesn't matter. I enjoy it. And I'm here for me. I'm here for myself. I'm not here for you. My job is to teach you English. But my first responsibility is to enjoy life and to enjoy my job. In order to enjoy life, it's extremely important to enjoy the type of work you do. Because 50% of your waking life is devoted to your professional activity. And if you don't like your professional activity, it's a problem. So I'm here for me, not for you. Now, if you at the same time can improve your English thanks to my presence, so much the better. Okay. And besides, they pay me to come here. Okay. They don't pay you. But in any case, stay with me, because if you stay with me on a daily basis, following these lists, listening to me and to the other teachers, your English will improve tremendously. And these books, you have these books at home. If you're an official student, you have these books. And if you study these books diligently, you will notice an improvement that you didn't expect. Okay, let's go to camera one. List number 55. All right. Mi jefe tiene un acento británico. My boss. Fijaos, digo boss. Curiosamente muchos decís box. No sé por qué. Os sale un X. Preciosa inglesa. My boss. My boss has a British accent. Accent. My boss has a British accent. Number two, se te cayó. Oh, se te cayó. You dropped it. It's interesting. In Spanish, you don't accept responsibility for anything. If I'm sitting here talking to you, and I'm sorry, I dropped my pen. I take responsibility for my actions. In Spanish, you say, ay, se me ha caído, as if the pen were responsible for that. No. In English, I dropped. Dejé caer. I dropped. So, se te cayó, you dropped it. You need to pick it up. It's down there. Can you see it? You dropped it. Look down. You see? You dropped it. Pick it up. Me encanta mezclar bebidas. I love to mix drinks. Yeah. Mix it in there, shake it, I mix. Which is not really true. I'm not an expert on mixing drinks. But the exigencias del guión, me encanta mezclar bebidas. I love to mix drinks. Or, I love mixing drinks. With love, or like, you can use the gerund, mixing in this case, or the infinitive to mix. I love going to the beach in the summer. I love teaching on television. Or I love to teach on television. Both are correct. But if you speak into conditional, no. If you go to the conditional, only the infinitive. You can't say, I would love to meet Maria's sister. You can't say, I would love meeting, I think. I would love meeting, maybe, but I don't recommend the gerund, okay, in the conditional. But I love to mix drinks. No sé cómo ahorrar dinero. I don't know how to save money. I have a problem. I spend too much. I'm a compulsive spender, a spendthrift. Every time I receive my paycheck at the end of the month, by the middle of the next month, I've spent it all. I don't know how to save money. I have to find a way to save money. Some people are like me. They simply can't save money. They seem to find ways to spend it. And often they run out of money before the end of the month. And you say in Spanish, no poder llegar a fin de mes. Okay? In English, we don't say that. We say usually, I can't make ends meet. Strange expression. I can't make ends meet. Ends son las terminaciones, los cabos. Loose ends are cabos sueltos. To tie loose ends is atar cabos sueltos. Entonces, un cabo is a terminación, and you bring them together, que se unan. Literally, a literal translation of I can't make ends meet, no puedo hacer que los cabos se unan. Strange. But that's our way of saying I can't reach the end of the month. I spend too much. I don't know how to save, como dice la frase aquí. No sé cómo ahorrar dinero. I don't know how to save money. Money, 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 money. Remember, money rhymes with funny, not with bony. We don't say money, we say money. Dinero gracioso, funny money. Honey, mielecita. Funny money, honey? Yeah. Ask me if I call Maria honey. Richard, do you call Maria honey? Are you kidding? No, I don't. I call her Maria. Simplemente Maria. Simply Maria. Okay. Okay, what do you do with someone like Maria? Okay, siempre estás cambiando las reglas. You're always changing the rules. Come on. I get disoriented because the moment I start to do something, you say, no, sorry, that's against the rules. I said, well, what do you mean it's against the rules? Ah, there's a new rule. Why do you keep changing the rules? Why do you keep? R que R. To keep is seguir, pero R que R. Why do you keep changing the rules? You are always changing the rules. María, hay polvo en todas partes. Yeah, there's dust everywhere. She never cleans this room. Her job, the job of the floor manager or floor technician, is to make sure the times are correct with me. And then when I finish, while the other teacher in the next studio is doing his 8 minutes, Maria comes and cleans things. And when I finish, she cleans things, and she often forgets. She doesn't like to do the less pleasant tasks of her job. And so twice, the big boss has spoken to Maria about this and says, Maria, you tend to forget to clean the dust, to dust the area. And hay polvo en todas partes, Maria. There's dust everywhere. Come on. There's dust everywhere. Don't you agree? Look. Dust. Yeah. And for me, it's uncomfortable to teach here. I put my hand on the table, and there's dust on the table. There's dust everywhere. No cambies de canal. Don't change the channel. Don't change the channel. Stay with me. Don't change the channel, okay? If you change the channel, you'll be sorry. Okay, but the next time I come back, I'll come after you. Don't change the channel. Emborrachémonos. Come on, let's get drunk. Maria and I, let's get drunk, Maria. Me? The last time I got drunk was probably 20 years ago. I don't drink too much. I drink a little every day, but not much. Let's get drunk. ¿Cómo puedes beber tanta cerveza? How can you drink so much beer? I can't believe it. You go to Germany during the Oktoberfest and people drink beer. I said, how can they drink so much beer? Okay. Well, I have to say goodbye, but I'll be back in just a few minutes for my final words.
Hello, my name's David Waddell, and it's time to do another translation list. It's number 55 today, so we're doing very well. Before that, we're going to look at some vocabulary as well, but with Marmin. How are you today, Marmin?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm very, very well. Okay, so the vocabulary, are you ready for it?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, the first word is politician. 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 Okay, how do you say politician?
Politico.
Politico, very good. And in English?
Politician.
Very good. Politician. Shh, shh, shh. Titian. Politician. One more time.
Politician.
Shin. Very good. Politician. Perfect. Not politician.
No.
Politician. Of course not. The second word is peculiar. Peculiar. Peculiar.
Peculiar.
Peculiar, claro. It's a very strange way of saying it. Very peculiar, okay?
Peculiar.
Very good. Peculiar. Not peculiar, peculiar.
Yeah.
Peculiar. You. Peculiar. Number 3 is peace. Peace. Peace.
Paz.
Path. Very good. And in English?
Peace.
Peace. With a long
Peace.
E. Peace, please. Because if not, then it's another
It's
word.
judía.
No, it's
No,
not. It's
I know.
it's a worse
Yeah.
word than that.
Okay.
It's a terrible word. So
Okay.
we won't say that. Okay, number 4 is profitability. Profitability. How do you say profitability in Spanish?
Aprovechable.
No. Profitable. A profit. It's profitable. Profitability. Sustantivo.
Provechoso. Provechoso. No?
Not really, no. We're talking about economic things here. Financial things.
Yes.
Is your business profitable?
Sí.
Rentable.
Rentable.
Okay, so rentabilidad is the
Okay.
sustantivo, yeah? Profitability. Say
Profitability.
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 Good. Profitability in casa, repeat. Good. Profitability. Rentabilidad, okay? And the 5th word is prediction. Prediction.
Predicción.
Predicción, very easy. And in English?
Prediction.
Prediction, prediction, very good. So we have 5 words. Politician, peculiar, repeat it one more time.
Peculiar.
Very good, love it. Peace, profitability, and prediction. Now we're going to do the translation list. So
Okay.
the first sentence is, are you ready?
I'm ready.
In casa, are you ready? Yes, they're ready. Good, so, mi jefe tiene un acento británico. A ver. Very good. Mi jefe tiene un acento británico.
My boss has a British accent.
Again?
My boss has a British accent.
British.
British accent.
Again.
My boss has a British accent.
Very good. My boss, con S, my boss has a British accent. You hear the 2 sounds there. My boss has a British accent. Often, you don't distinguish those sounds. So Spanish people say, my boss is British. Yeah, and you don't hear the difference. My boss is British. Or has a British accent, should I say. Number 2, se te cayó. Se te cayó. A ver. Not so easy, is it? Se te
No.
cayó. How do you say se te cayó?
It fell down. It fell down.
No. No.
It fell down.
No.
No. I knew that.
It's a different verb. It begins with D.
With D.
With D. For Dinamarca. Dinamarca.
Yeah.
No?
No.
Any idea
I
at
don't
home?
know.
Let's see. Some of you know it. Some of you know it, but some of you don't. It's drop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, to drop. So
it dropped it.
you dropped it. You dropped it.
Yes. I dropped it.
Or you dropped it. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
se te cayó. You dropped
Yes.
it. One more time.
I dropped it.
No, with you this time.
You dropped it.
You dropped it.
You dropped it.
Dropped it.
You dropped it.
Very good. Okay. In casa. Repeat. You dropped it. You dropped it. Very good. Dropped. Not dropped. Dropped
No.
it. Dropped it. Dropped it. Okay. Number 3. Uf, me encanta mezclar bebidas, fíjate, me encanta mezclar bebidas. A ver. Ok, me encanta mezclar bebidas.
I love to mix drinks.
Very good, repeat.
I love to mix drinks.
Good, I love, not I love. I love to mix drinks. Repeat.
I love to mix drinks.
Okay, en casa. I love to mix drinks. Repeat. Good, love, not love. Love. I love to mix drinks. Number 4. No sé cómo ahorrar dinero. No sé cómo ahorrar dinero. Es muy difícil esta palabra para mí. Ahorrar.
Yes.
Ahorrar.
It's easier in English.
No sé cómo ahorrar dinero. A ver, en casa. Very good. Okay, no sé cómo ahorrar dinero.
I don't know how to save money.
Okay, what does shave mean?
Afeitar.
Good, okay, so to save money. One more time.
I don't know how to save money.
I don't know how to save money. Repeat.
I don't know how to save money.
Don't.
Yeah. I don't know how to save money.
I don't know how to save money. Repeat in casa. I don't know how to save money. I don't know how to save money. Very good. Much easier in English, I think, that
Yes.
one. For me, anyway. Well, they all are. Siempre estás cambiando las reglas. Siempre estás cambiando las reglas. ¿Cómo se dice en esto en inglés? Muy bien, okay. Mamen.
You're always changing the rules.
Huh?
You are always
Yeah.
changing the rules.
You're
rules.
always changing the rules. One more time.
You're always changing the rules.
Very good. Repeat.
You're always changing the rules.
Very good. Okay. En casa, you're always changing the rules. Repeat. You're always changing the rules. Very good. Okay. Hay polvo en todas partes. Hay polvo en todas partes. A ver. Okay. Hay polvo en todas partes.
There is dust everywhere.
Okay. There's dust everywhere. Repeat.
There is dust everywhere.
Very good. One more time.
There is dust everywhere.
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 Okay, yeah, very good. There's dust everywhere.
There is dust everywhere.
Very good, perfect. In casa, there's dust everywhere. Repeat. Very good. There's dust everywhere, not dust, dust. Okay, number 7. It's very, very true. No cambies de canal, por favor. No cambies de canal. No cambies de canal. ¿Cómo se dice en inglés? Han cambiado de canal.
Don't change.
Fíjate.
Don't change channels.
Don't change channels, okay?
Don't change channels.
Very good. Say it to the audience.
Don't change channels, please.
Go on, and again.
Don't change the channels.
Very good, okay. And I'm going to say it as well. Don't change channels. Don't change channels. Okay. Vamos a emborracharnos. Vamos a emborracharnos.
Let's get drunk.
Let's get drunk. Let's get drunk. Repeat.
Let's get drunk.
Okay, in casa. Let's get drunk. Very good. Okay, we're going to get drunk. Bye-bye.
Okay, one more class. Yes, we have finished one more class. We've completed one more lesson, which means we have one lesson left to go. We have one class left ahead of us. We still have a lot of work to do. There's still a lot we need to cover. And besides, remember that when you finish this course, you will have futuro perfecto. Estoy hablando de futuro perfecto. You will have finished the intermediate section, which is not the future perfect, or it's not a perfect future for you, because that means that you need to start the advanced level. So when I finish this program, when I finish the intermediate course, I can wash my hands of my responsibilities, but you still have a lot. But with my help and my colleagues, we will try to make this long process stimulating, fun, interesting, and very productive for you.